Welcome to Go Gettas Podcast. Because we haven't say anyway. I am Colby.
And hey, it's me, Shigeru Miyamoto. You can call me Fee.
He didn't even show up in this direct. Did you notice that?
Him.
Yeah, they said it.
Him.
Yeah. He was like, I was in the last one. I don't need to be in this one. They were like, we're unveiling a new costume, and you're kind of like the guy, you know? We're like, a whole new console is coming out, and we need you to
Yeah.
No? You're just going to stay home? Okay.
Show your face, Shigeru Miyamoto. I know what you look like, and I know where you live. God.
I can't imagine that, like... I can't imagine that they were like, hey... Can you like be on the Nintendo Direct? And he was like, no. Like they must have been like, we have to make sure that like new blood is on here because old Shigeru Miyamoto's getting old.
Yeah, I did not recognize those three guys.
Well, I didn't recognize the child who was wearing his father's suit.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one that noticed that.
In fact, let me switch over from I was playing Angerfoot earlier.
I've seen that. The skinny dude with the big fucking suit.
God, he like
it's a nice color. It's a really nice color, but fuck that suit.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him all the way over there.
So, they all looked at each other and they looked at him and they said, "Yep, that's a good outfit."
At first, great. I thought I was like, he's like wearing like a lab coat type thing. Like he's like, I'm Professor Nintendo Man here to tell you about the technical aspects of the console. But no, the longer that it went on, I kept looking and was like, you're just wearing a big suit coat. That's crazy.
And the funny thing is, he's wearing just a shirt under. Like, it's like it's a cozy. I get it. Like maybe it's cozy, but like, just take it off.
Come on, man.
Like, if this is our first introduction to you, like. I mean, I'm sold. First of all, I think they're all great, but
just every direct from now on, his suit coats just get bigger and bigger.
I was gonna say it just gets bigger until it's just a fucking blanket on him. He's
like, "Welcome to the Nintendo Direct. I'm Boss Baby, and I'll be your guide for today."
He's just on the floor with his face peeking out of a blanket, just laying down.
The camera just has to, like, point down awkwardly. I like this.
You just see the feet of the other guys next to him. He's just standing there.
The start to this direct was really good. That's
fashion. We're wrong.
So like, I will say one thing that I'll comment on this. Stream was pretty good for the whole hour up until about 45 minutes in, whenever the YouTube feed just stopped. Like, the audio kept going, but the video stopped for, I think, 2 full minutes. I had to switch over to Twitch in order to, like, continue watching. It was wild.
I didn't get that, but then again, I woke up literally as it ended.
Yeah, you watched it right afterward, which is whenever this video came up. So like the actual live stream of this is like a different one. This is one that they put out that was like a pre-recorded whatever.
Yeah. Which is fine. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the direct a lot.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the New Bloods. I enjoyed what I saw, but let's go over it, right?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna have to turn down my audio because I can hear this audio, but no one else can. So here's first game that they decided to show off. They said, you know what? We're gonna give you what you want. The game that you already saw.
Yeah, we already knew it was happening, but fuck. Okay, so like you usually race like 12 people.
Yeah.
And in this game you're racing like 90.
Yeah, this does look like let's put as many racers in here as we possibly can. They're like, how many can the Switch 2 handle? Look at all of them. Dang.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's the Smash Brothers of Mario Kart.
Yeah, that's why they they just decided they were like, Smash did well because we just put everybody in it. Let's just do that with Mario Kart. Why not?
Yeah, so they added so the normal crew: Mario, Luigi, Daisy, Princess Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Toad, Koopa, and then we have like not obscure characters, but like someone
like King Boo, Dry Bones. Like some of these like offshoot characters that have been in previous games, Rosalina, obviously,
all the
DK,
all the babies.
Paulina is kind of new. That's good.
Well, I think she was in the last game, maybe. Then you have the fucking Moo Moo Farms cow.
Mm-hmm.
You have Nabber.
Yeah.
You have a bonefish.
Yeah.
You have penguin. You have the thing that flips you up in sunshine.
I have to also say, as soon as this happened, I was like, oh nice, Sonic Adventure 2. Finally. Finally we get to grind again.
Hell yeah. I hope they release what are Sonic shoes in that game?
Soaps?
Yeah, the
soaps.
Mario soaps.
I wish, dude. Cause like also this, as soon as this happened, I was like, these cowards will not be able to get Sonic as a guest in this because there's a Sonic racing game coming out, and I know that they won't be able to do it. But like,
dude, no,
come on.
I hope they do, and I hope to get around like him being the same character in his game, they make his cart just a big a shoe.
What? What if he's like the one character that doesn't have a cart? It's just him running.
Oh, I hate that.
That'd be great.
No, it would be stupid.
I'd kick ass.
It would be stupid to boop it, and I hate it.
That's because you're unimaginative. That's why.
No, I am unimaginative. You know what? Then fucking
why don't we
just have Mario run the cow on our radio?
Yeah, because Mario doesn't. He's known for jumping. He's not known for running.
He runs. That's literally the only other thing he does.
Yeah, but they're not like, oh, he's the fastest thing alive, you know?
Give him. I think someone had like marked it down, but like because he can fly through space and his superstar gives him a Bowers, he's like Mach speed. That's his power scale.
Yeah, but Sonic's the fastest thing alive, so that's that. Right? You can't get faster than Sonic because he's the fastest thing alive.
Technically, they put him in a comic with DC. They had a DC Comics crossover, and I don't know if they said that he was faster than the Flash, but I think they joked about it. So
he's probably faster than the Flash. That's what I'm gonna say. Another cool thing about the new Mario. Look at these outfits. You get to play dress up, which is like. Everybody loves a good dress up. Look at that.
Why didn't they do this sooner? Because Mario Kart is fun, but like grinding for like new costumes and new carts and shit, like that keeps the longevity of the game going. Instead of just beating levels and like gaining the cups, like. Let us grind for stuff. Give us a little in-game shop where you get coins.
Yeah, I think that's what they wanted to do here is they have, because like they have characters that you can unlock, right? Like that's always been a thing. You can unlock like all the levels, and then it's like that's kind of it. And they were in this weird limbo spot specifically with like with Mario Kart 8 where they were like like baby Princess Peach is a different character. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. And they're like, yeah, so is like Metal Rosalina. And I'm like, that doesn't make a bit of goddamn sense. Like, how are you saying this is a different character? It's the same shit, dude.
They're in a different driving class, whereas Peach is like medium, Rose Gold Peach is heavy.
Yeah. Stupid though.
Yeah, it's stupid. No. I'm not fighting for Nintendo. That's stupid.
Just give her a hat. Just give her some goggles.
I think they should have been a color swap. And I think they should have done something like Smash where you can get your character and then it has like the list of costumes. That you can pick. Or maybe you can mix and match. That's even better.
Yeah, like Pikachu with the party hat.
Yeah, like They show it later on the thing, but they have the cute outfits for the girls where they're like in, I don't know, like exploring outfits or like
Yeah.
driving outfits. Not
Yeah,
like
look at all
driver
these outfits. Look at Waluigi and his fucking pimp daddy suit. It's great.
God, yeah. I'm excited because in one of the frames you see Waluigi in a fucking sombrero.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pimp all my characters out in a sombrero.
They're all in sombreros. Man, Mario Kart World looks pretty good.
It's so good.
I'm gonna get it. Like, it is a launch title. I am definitely getting it on launch.
Everybody's getting it.
I had a thing that was like, hey, I signed up on the Nintendo website and it was like, which one do you want to buy, the bundle or the not bundle? And I was like, well, obviously the fucking bundle, idiot. Like, why are you asking me? I don't know if the price of Mario Kart World has been confirmed, but it may be expensive. I don't know.
$90 for physical games, $80 for digital.
Woohoo! Yeah. Damn. Damn. So it's $30 cheaper if you get it with the bundle. So like if you get the Switch 2 and bundled with this game, it's only $50. But yeah, $80 for the new game. I told you that them games, they is a getting expensive.
No, I figured Nintendo's never been one to shy away from high prices. They never drop prices of their games. Ever.
No, they don't. It's
ever.
Sorry,
you get to be a crab.
Yeah, quick question. Who the fuck is this right here next to Mario? Who's that? Is that over there?
Baby Daisy.
Oh, okay. Daisy. Baby Daisy. Hate her.
Baby Daisy.
Her voice is grating.
No, it's great. I could voice her.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, it's my Baby Daisy. Don't look at me though. Just pretend it was Baby Daisy.
Okay, hold on. Somehow I turned on subtitles in French.
Yeah, French subtitles.
Hold,
please.
There we go.
You're looking at the French direct.
Yeah, there you go. Look at all this. You got a bunch
before you flipped it away. Was it I think I saw Baby Pauline.
Oh, Baby Paulina? Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, Baby Paulina. You get to be the football Koopa.
Yeah.
You get to be a Wiggler.
Chargin' Chuck is who that's called.
Chargin' Chuck.
Yeah.
And that doesn't look like King Boo. It looks like Fancy Boo. That's like Rich Boo.
Well, it's probably King Boo in a costume, in a fancy
It's King. Listen. It's King Bougie.
I didn't want to have to end this podcast so early, but we've peaked.
No,
that's it.
That's good. That's so good. King Bougie. Listen, I'm a genius.
Genius. They showed off a couple of cool things about this. Drive virtually anywhere is one of the things that's like part of this.
Yes.
So you can do free drive mode, but even in Grand Prix, they're like, oh yeah, you get to drive between the tracks, which kind of kicks ass, actually. I think that's awesome.
It's like they expanded on Diddy Kong Racing.
Yeah.
Right? Except you just get Explorer mode. You're just like, hey, you don't just like fucking playing the races and like, it's a $90 game. You're like, okay, you're going to play it and beat it in a day. Mm-hmm. So now, like, you can explore. And I am sure throughout the whole area, they're just going to have things that you can find that'll give you costumes, that'll give you new kart parts, new stuff. Here's what they didn't say. They didn't like show any new power-ups besides one, which was a hammer throw.
Yeah. Well, you also saw football. So I think there's going to be a football.
Wait, football?
Yeah. Where? If it actually go back a little bit, yeah, right.
I think that's
right
a
there.
Stage. I think that's a stage hazard.
Yeah, okay. They are in the Mushroom Kingdom. That would make sense. Yeah, they did say that they're going to give more details on this game at an upcoming direct.
Just tomorrow.
They're just like, we're just going to put out 40 directs a month now. The afternoon direct, the morning direct, the evening midnight direct.
All directs.
Yeah, free roam. Yeah. You just get to drive around wherever you want.
What was Mario drinking? He was drinking like caramel apple soda.
Pepsi.
Fucking, just
Pepsi.
just straight up a Pepsi. God, little Wario in his fucking Arabian Nights outfit.
Look at that.
I think driving around is like really cool. Like those are the costumes. The peach costume. Right?
Yeah.
With those costumes, I think those are really cute.
Look at the squad. Look at the jaunty squad.
Yay! We're just cute girls driving around. That's what this game is called.
That's right.
I think it looks good. I think we haven't gotten there yet, but the Switch 2, man, dude, the graphics look great on it. Like, it's not blowing like the PS5 or PC out of the water, but
Yeah.
like it's the best we've seen Nintendo so far ever.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like, it's comparable to like modern systems. I don't want to say it's identical. I don't want to say it's better, but it feels like they're catching up to where like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 are.
They're at least PS4 Pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
They haven't reached next gen, but for what Nintendo's doing, it looks super good. And I'm not complaining because it looks fantastic. Like they have the HDR and shit. And they talked about all that. And it looks great. And of course, Nintendo first party titles are gonna like maximize this fucking coat.
It's just gonna be graphics. I think we're making a critical mistake here. I think that the man is not who we're supposed to be paying attention to. I think the coat is like the one that's thinking, and it's gonna swallow him and grow eyes like Cappy.
The eyes are on the fucking back. They're on the front. You can't see it because his eyes are shut.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna open, and he's just gonna be like, "I am Nintendo now." Yeah, I am Nintendo.
It's Namor. I am Nintendo now.
I am Nintendo now. You son of a bitch. Just look at this guy. I don't know about this guy. Like he looks fine. He looks sleepy. He looks like not shaven. He looks like he'd rather be anywhere else.
I honestly, maybe that's what they did. They picked out a bunch of people. They were like, this direct is going to be so good. Everybody's going to love it. We don't need people that look like they're good or good in front of the camera or like are like styled up or anything. Just fucking shove anybody up there. Who cares? Won't matter.
I think what's funny is I really hate this stupid this like I like how they're explaining what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
But I hate how fake it is.
Yeah, so this
I hate when they do fake gameplay like this.
Yeah, the feature that they're onto now is group chat. So they've got like built-in group chat support. It's called game chat. So you can talk to your friends while you're playing. You don't have to be playing the same game. You could, but you don't have to. And you could even like it's got a built-in microphone, which they're like, no, the built-in microphone is fine. It's gonna filter out all the sounds. It's gonna be like really good. I do not fucking believe them.
I don't believe them. They even they had the gall to show that guy talking and a blender in the background blending.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna talk and you're not gonna be able to hear this blender at all. Nah, it's gonna be fine.
They had the audacity to lie in our faces. Yeah, you know what? As soon as I get the Switch and we have the mic function, I'm gonna test it. I got a blender.
Yeah, let me hear that audio. Let me hear the actual audio.
Yeah, show me the actual audio, not their fucking lav fucking mics.
Yeah.
Or whatever mics you have on them.
And look, they've got.
Show me.
You can also do screen sharing. I like kudos to them, by the way.
Okay, so this is what threw me off. Like you see that girl on her couch playing in handheld mode.
Yeah.
They have screen sharing. They're gonna show the Switch camera in a little bit, but they also show her. But they show from the perspective that she's holding it.
Yeah.
So
I wonder.
There's no camera. There's no camera on the Switch 2. They just fucking did that.
Yeah, that's she's holding. That's the if they panned out the camera, she's actually holding it up with her feet.
In between her little fucking grippers.
Yeah.
She just has her fucking...
She's like, this is important to me.
I need to get... dude, with how much money it's all going to cost, she's like, I got to get the most out of this. Just...
I also appreciate that, like, I appreciate that you can resize the game chat window. Like, it's currently taking up kind of a lot of screen real estate, and I was like, I don't like that. But they do show it going smaller, which is good.
Can you just make it disappear?
I'm hoping so. Like, I think there's at least one screenshot where you're on game chat and it's just gone.
If you go back to the UI, it looks like the PS5 share UI. I am thinking, and this is just what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're gonna have a stream function on it, like the PS5.
Oh yeah. I bet so too. So yeah, inside the UI they've got like this is the first thing that tipped me off. They were like, oh yeah, here, look, you can share your screen, you could do your mic, and then I was like, hey, there's that camera. Are they gonna sell us a separate camera after launch? There's like, I wonder how far away that is. You can also report people, so I guess if somebody is like, hey, look at my gameplay, and it's just their balls, then you can report them, so that's good.
Every time I go online and play Mario Kart, I'm gonna have my camera going, and I'm just gonna be holding Beans' butthole right up to the camera, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, you like that, right? It's just my dog's ass.
My dog's ass is whooping you at Mario Kart right now. It's crazy.
Ooh, how embarrassed are you? Just fucking, and Beans is like trying to get out of the way. He's like, come on, don't show my butthole.
So whenever like the shots of like the Switch 2 Joy-Cons like got leaked, people were like, what the fuck is that C button for? Like, what is it? Is it chat? Is it like comms? Is it I don't know.
It's chair. It's share.
It's share.
With the C.
That switches you into share mode, so you can sit down.
So you can listen to share music.
Here it is. This Nintendo Switch 2 camera.
I mean, it looks fine. It's so weird looking.
No, what it looks like they purchased a bunch of overstock webcams in 2013 and haven't figured out what to do with them until now. And now they're like, camera, good enough. Like, this shit looks like something I would have bought at Best Buy with a gift card in college. It's crazy.
Yeah. It looks really cheap.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be mean to Nintendo, but boy, it looks cheap.
It does, and this is what I want to say. So, like, they didn't give us any audio of the chat, right? Like, there's not, like, a recording of chat so you can hear, like, what the audio sounds like or anything. They did not shy away from showing us how shitty the video can look. So screen sharing is running at, like, 5 frames a second, which is, like... Yeah. Which I'm fine with. I don't want my Switch to be like taking up all of the, all the processing power to do 4 streams at once. Like I want it to be kind of shitty. And also this webcam, like clearly the frame rate on this is like 24 frames a second. Like this is like cinematic 15 frames a second nonsense. Like it's not very good quality and it's fine.
I wonder like it's chroma keying out the background too. Yeah,
so that's kind of interesting. That's definitely a software thing. So I wanted to pause here. All right. So here's the girl you were talking about. There you go. She's looking down at her Switch. That means her camera is up on the couch behind her to the left.
Yeah, it's that. What the fuck? See, so they say in the Switch there's 2 USB-Cs, and the camera runs off USB-C.
Yep.
So she is in handheld mode, and is it on her dock?
Let me see.
And is she just running the cord long, like on her dock?
Or maybe she's just got it plugged in bare, like on the, like, because it looks like she's got a table maybe behind her couch, and she's like maybe just plugging it in there. I don't know.
That's so stupid.
It is.
It's such a stupid way to have your living room.
Okay.
But I mean, then again, it's her living room. What do I care?
True. They're all the 4 friends. They're all, they love laughing. Oh, they love laughing together. We're having such a great time.
Dude, I hate this stupid canned, like, oh, we're having such a good time. We're playing our favorite console, Nintendo.
Yay!
Like, listen, we all like our friend group. We play Nintendo and stuff, but like, there's no way we'd be like, ah, you won this time. We'd be
Whoa!
There'd be so much more curse words. There'd
Yeah.
be so much. We'd be calling each other names. We'd be calling each other ugly.
Mhm.
Like, you're like, you're not gonna win this time. I'd be like, fuck you.
Like, I can see like a cozy application of this, especially like during like COVID, whenever it was like, yeah, Animal Crossing is basically all we have, and people were like, oh, you want to come visit my Animal Crossing island? Like, I can imagine four people getting on game chat and just being like, let's go visit each other's islands and hang out because I'm sad and lonely. But I don't know about regularly. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, for Animal Crossing, why would you waste your screen real estate to have your friends down there just so they could see what you're playing and so they could look at you? Like, if you're just gonna use a Nintendo to chat with each other, like, fine, but like, just you're presumably in your own house, use Discord and chat that way, or just chat on the phone.
God,
why waste your fucking Nintendo bandwidth and have to buy all these already expensive peripherals when you can just use your own?
Yeah.
And then, like, if you want to show, like, for Animal Crossing, I get, because you're like playing, you're like, hey, switch to your Nintendo Online and come look what I did in Animal Crossing, and then you just share your screen. But like, other than that, why would I want to see your fuck ass ugly mug when I play Mario Kart?
Well, another interesting thing here is they're saying game chat is going to be free for the first year. So, like, it's going to be free until the end of March next year, and then you have to have a Nintendo Switch Online membership to be able to use it.
That's awful.
Yeah. So,
it's real shitty of them.
I mean,
real shitty of them.
The thing is, like, their online access, they just keep they're trying to make it as appealing as possible. And this is another, like Amazon Prime, that's how Prime made its thing. They were like, oh yeah, you get 2-day shipping. And when people were like, well, I mean, I don't order from Amazon that often, they were like, you also get a video streaming service. Well, okay, maybe. And they're like, well, you also get like a Twitch subscription, and also I don't know, you get special deals. Yeah, there's deals. Now it's free 1-day shipping, huh? And so they just kept throwing shit in until it's like, well, it just makes sense to get Amazon Prime if you order anything from them. So I feel like for Nintendo, they were like, yeah, you have to have this online subscription, but don't worry, you get like 80 free old games and game chat and Nintendo app and Nintendo fucking Alarmo, like Nintendo Music.
Alarmo. Fuck music. Man, I don't know if I should have 3 subscriptions now, because I use Xbox Game Pass and I have PS Plus. Am I gonna have to now get the Switch fucking... I'm probably not gonna get the Nintendo membership off the bat, because like they announced GameCube like games to come out on it, but like nothing that I really want to play. Yeah,
we'll see. Like I will do oh, this is the thing. So I will do. I'll see if we have room on our family account to add you, because I think we have a family account that has slots. So I'll see. But take a look at this. This is what in my predictions, in the predictions that I went through, I said a killer feature that we haven't thought about yet. This is it.
Look, you just said new features. You didn't.
This is new. Yeah, I was very unspecific because I wanted to win.
No, we knew about this feature already.
We did not know about this feature. Yeah, this is a feature that was on DS, hasn't been back since.
Look at the last podcast. We specifically go over it.
No, we did not. You were such a liar.
I'm not a liar. I only tell the truth. I only speak the truth, Colby. I'm like a genie. This is
a big deal, because the DS was so popular at anime conventions because it was like one person could have Mario Kart 7 and that was it. Like, you just played Mario Kart 7 in PictoChat, and you only needed one person to have it, and fucking 7 people could play, and it was awesome. And as long as we have enough games that use game share to be like, hey, yeah, you and I could play this game together. Like, I'm betting they're going to be stingy enough that they're not going to let Mario Kart do it. But
no, I bet that's going to be the what's it called, launching game to do it, because that's the game that launches, and maybe they know that some people haven't made the switch over to Switch 2, so they'll let them.
what I'm gonna bet is they're gonna introduce that as a feature later on. I'm betting like a DLC is gonna drop later on. It's like, hey, now game share is supported, because like the one bad thing about doing game share is like Mario Kart 7 again. I only knew like 4 people that had it, and that's because I didn't need it, because I didn't want to play single player, and anytime I wanted to play multiplayer, I just had a friend that had it, so I never had to own it. So I think they want to ring those sales out, baby.
I went out of my way to buy it. Like, I've been a real fucking Mario Kart head like for a long time. So
no, I'm a big Carter. Big kart guy.
I'm a go Carter. They call me MK Fee. You know, Mario Kart Fee.
Yeah, not Mortal Kombat. Not Mortal Kombat. Not in this house.
Not Mortal Kombat. No. We don't like blood in this house. I tell my sister that once a month. We don't allow blood in here. I'm not gonna go any further into that. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Switch to game share. Oh, this is what I wanted to say. So the Switch 1 had a touch screen.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't really showed off that this one has a touch screen.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet that it still does. So they have mentioned like, oh yeah, there are going to be some Switch 1 games that are not compatible with Switch 2. And I'm sure it's a subset of things that are like, if I'm betting, it's like Nintendo Labo, like games that have like the Ring Fit peripheral, you know, like some shit like that, where it's like, yeah, it's not really compatible. Like, I'm really hoping that it's not like, oh yeah, anything that uses the touchscreen is not compatible, because this isn't a touchscreen.
I'm almost betting that it's gonna be that, because if touchscreen was a feature, they would have specifically like said it, right? They would have said it was a feature, and they would have shown people like touching the screen, but they haven't. I'm betting they took out the touchscreen functionality to make room for like other things inside the console.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll have to see. Let me see. System features.
I think the
touch.
Website.
More personal touch. I'm just control Fing for the word touch. Touch. As you may know. Okay. Let's see. New con has been added. Yeah, mouse controls, microphone, and camera. As you know, the Switch screen supports touch controls, but it can only be used in handheld mode and tabletop mode. When you change to TV mode, the touchscreen function is not available. Same goes for Switch 2. Okay, so it does have a touchscreen.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
They just didn't make it like prominent, so that's obviously why I thought they didn't do it. I thought they gave it up to make room for better functionality.
That would have been, honestly, I would have been pissed off if they if they did that, because like it's so like assumed. Oh, it's like it's a console that I could take with me. Obviously, I'm gonna be able to touch. That's what you do with those.
Yeah. So when I always have my Switch in handheld mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And before, like when I start my console, before like I put my control batteries in because it's a Pro controller.
Mm-hmm.
I always touch the screen to start it up, and I get my thing loaded. So
yeah.
I turn my thing on. It's not like I use it a lot. Sometimes I use it just to like look at stuff like on the home screen. I never use it for in-game thing. I don't even think I've played a game with touchscreen functionality.
Look at that. These are some of the games that are available for game share. So they got Clubhouse 51 Games is actually a pretty good one. Big Brain, Mario Odyssey is interesting. Mario 3D World makes sense and is good.
I think Mario Odyssey is old enough now to where they're like, sure, we can let people share.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'm surprised they didn't add a Dicto chat to fucking Switch 2.
Who knows? We just don't know.
I think it would have been great if they just added like old functionality from like DS and stuff, because they never picked up chat and anything else.
Yeah.
I'm a little upset about that.
Yeah. I wish.
Stop. Um,
Yeah, they've
I don't know.
got like so far I think that game chat is okay. It's not bad. Game share is the one that I'm more excited about. Like that has the potential of like I went to a con and now there's a bunch of people playing this game. Did I restart it? I think I restarted it. Thanks.
Yeah, you restarted. It's fine.
Fucking cool.
I think after having watched the direct and seeing all the stuff in it and seeing how like powerful it is,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like in, right? I didn't think I was gonna be in, but I'm in. But I kept thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna be buying like Nintendo first party games.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy indie games on my like PS5 or my PC.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna be using like all these super functions, like all these like mega functionality out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be playing first party games, and like it seems like really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see more of it though, because like all we know are like four new titles coming to the console, like 5 I think,
Mm-hmm.
that are gonna be on launch. So we got like Mario Kart. We have the wheelchair game that I don't think anyone's like really gonna play.
It's
We
like
have
ARMS.
Yeah, it's the arms of the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
We have Metroid 4. We got the Hyrule Warriors
Mm-hmm.
game, and man, I don't know if I want to spoil like the last thing they showed.
Well, you've already spoiled most of it, so.
Well, I mean, we knew about Metroid 4.
It's
And,
true.
The only one we didn't know about was Wheelchair Game, but
You also said Hyrule Warriors.
yeah, but I mean that's a Warriors type game. That's like not everyone is into it.
That doesn't mean anything.
Fine. Fine. The new Donkey Kong game. I'm gonna assume everyone's seen it already.
Yeah. So, like right now at this point in the direct, they're going over the hardware features. Things that are cool about it: Joy-Cons connect magnetically. The screen is bigger. The thickness is the same. It's got HDR support, and it's got support for 4K. It's got bigger SR and SL buttons. Those are two things that I actually really wanted, because my kid has been wanting to play Mario Wonder or watch me play it, and I'm only using one Joy-Con, and I hate using those buttons. So
yeah,
I will welcome this.
I'm glad they made the Joy-Cons bigger, but I don't see anyone. I mean, in like dire situations, I see you playing with someone else using a single Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Fucking. Like, my adult hands are too big for the little fucking thing.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable to go through it, to use just one Joy-Con. I'm betting it will continue to remain so as well. The interesting, like, it's got the microphone for chatting. It's also, they're talking about the audio. They're like, oh yeah, we're like doing a better job doing like audio balancing, and like you could control stuff. There's also 3D audio, so you could put on your headphones and it's like immersive. And I'm like, okay, well all of these are like standard things that just consoles have, but okay, sure.
Yeah, when they were talking about this, I kind of just like zoned out, because I was like, oh, tell me something I care about.
They're like, yeah, the Switch 2, it has a battery. You're like, shit.
Oh fuck! I think the coolest thing out of this, like, other than the fucking Joy-Con mouse, which I guess is fine, is the stand.
Yeah.
Is the Switch 2 stand, where you could like move it any way you want, and you can like have it in hard angles and shit, and it won't break, and it just stays like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It has 2 USB-Cs, and that's pretty cool. It's just, I don't like, I guess one for handheld mode. Here, and one of the other cool features is I always had this problem, because like I take my Switch out and I always have it in handheld mode, especially at work. I have to lug around the big fucking Switch 2 charger.
Yeah.
And the one that they packaged in with this is a lot like more sleek and cool.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that charger. That looks like reasonable.
It's not. Fuck. I don't want to go get my. It's
No. Oh, don't worry about it. I actually have mine plugged into my desk because that's how I charge my headphones.
Oh,
Here you go.
I remember charging.
This is what the Switch
phone,
charger looks like. This is how big it is.
Show me.
Like compared to my hand. Isn't that crazy?
That old Sega fucking block. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's a big. This one looks just like a phone charger.
Yeah,
a new one. And I'm real happy for that.
Yeah.
Because majority of the time I'm going to be in handheld mode because I'm presumably going to take it to work.
Oh yeah, of course.
But you know, I like the way the new dock looks, the new Switch 2 dock.
Mm-hmm.
It looks real sleek, real cool.
Mm-hmm.
You could they're instead of micro SD cards, they're like, oh, it's micro SD Express.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, which is a new sort of like SD card technology that's being produced by Samsung. The like that does mean like it's a lot faster to put stuff onto it, which is good.
Is it a big deal? Like you're not going to buy the Nintendo branded ones because they're going to be a fortune.
Yes,
you'll buy the cheaper like other ones that they sell.
There's also not many cheaper ones though.
Yeah, but like Nintendo will be like, oh, this is we only sell up to like 60 gigs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, fuck that, I'm gonna buy the 121 and it's the same price.
Yeah, which is fair.
Why wouldn't you? And then the carts they didn't show the cases for the games, which I'm a little upset about. But they did show the carts, and they're red, which is weird. It's weird.
Why?
I think. I mean, I'm so used to the black carts. They just look cool.
Gotta get the Zelda ones in gold. That's what it's got to be.
If they did that for every game, they're just like, oh, the Mario Odyssey is like fucking red and blue.
Yeah, of course.
And like everything, but like all the carts are red. I don't know. They're a little bit chunkier than the other games, which is pretty cool. I don't know. All the new stuff that they have on the Switch looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then this made me like what the fuck? They're putting out a Switch 2 game where you can explore all the things for Switch 2.
Yeah.
Right? And you gotta pay for it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, why would I pay for this? To play maybe once and never again.
Yeah. Ever. Yeah. Let's go to that. So this is it. It's Switch 2 Home Tour or Game Tour. And it's a game to explore your Switch 2. Which is a very cool idea. If this came with the console like Astrobot, I would be like, wow, this actually kicks ass. Like I love this. I was like, oh, that's smart to package it in with the Switch 2. Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. And then they're like, you could buy this on the fucking other console, fucking day one release. I'm like, why would I buy this?
Yeah, why? Who would buy this?
It does nothing unless they put like new stuff in there. Unless they put like platforming sections and all this. It's literally Astrobot for the Switch. Then yeah, sure, I see that, but this game better be $1 because I would never buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever. I just don't get why they would sell it. Just a game for information that does nothing else but like moving around.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of tech demo stuff where it's like, oh, look, you can like move stuff around and you can like use it as a mouse. And look, the rumble is cool. And
it is a tech demo. That's right. There's little demos on there. I'm like, why do I want this? I could just watch someone play it on YouTube for free, and I don't have to waste my money.
Yeah.
I just think it's stupid that they're selling it. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have just given it to us as a package game. Outside the bundle, right?
Yeah.
Like they bundle in Mario Kart and they just like, here, so, before like you start, if you want to like know all the functions of the Switch, if you're that interested. I just don't. I don't know. Nintendo always does like weird shit that I don't.
They do.
I like question, but I mean, to each their own. Whatever.
Yeah, the thing, like, okay, the other, I will say one other category in like the good column here. Pro Controller 2 looks great because it looks like Pro Controller 1, but they have 2 remappable buttons on the back grips. You can map them to whatever you want to, which is great. And they got an audio jack, just like PlayStation 5. They learned their lesson from PlayStation.
Yeah, they really did. I'm assuming the back to programmable buttons are really good. People might enjoy that, but every time I get a controller with programmable buttons, I never use them.
Yeah, it's rare that I use them, but I can definitely see a world in which I like am playing a game and I'm like, oh, actually, I'm starting to have some trouble with this. I'm gonna go ahead and just bite the bullet and map them. There's our release date, June 5th, the day before my birthday.
June 5th. I just don't. I can't get over doing like this motion, pressing a button like down here. June 5th, day before your birthday. My birthday's coming up in a few days.
Yeah. Coincidentally.
That's why I said, Colby, you should get me a Switch 2, so I'll pay you for it.
Yeah. I might. We'll see.
I want you to, because I want to play. The game I am most excited to play from this direct is the Donkey Kong game.
Yes. So they basically said there's 3 types of games you're going to play on the Switch 2. Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, I think. Switch 1 games that have been enhanced. So like Super Mario Party Jamboree has like a new function thing that's going to use your camera and your mouse and your whatever for Switch 2. So like, okay, it's an upgrade pack. You have to buy an upgrade pack to upgrade it.
Can I just say that everything they showed off for Nintendo Jamboree, I hate. I hate everything. I hate that they have camera like games. I hate that they have the mouse games. I hate that they have the microphone games. I just hate it. It looks nice. I hate it. I think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. The on-rail shooter looked cool.
I think it's fine. Yeah, the on-rail shooter do be looking a lot like Final Fantasy VII roller coaster.
Yeah, I just think like you seeing my fucking gross face all the time, just be like this fucking, while I'm fucking while I'm playing is just I don't like it. I don't like it. Jamboree TV.
There we are. Then they started up with the Zelda music, and I was like, Yoko made me fucking cry. Switch 2 version of the Zelda games. Obviously, I'm gonna buy them because that's who I am. I actually wore my Tears of the Kingdom shirt today. You can't tell because it's yellow and green.
I wore it to the direct in my living room.
I did. Well, in my office. This also, the Zelda Notes app is the wildest thing. So this is an app inside of like the Nintendo Switch app, and this pisses me off.
Why?
This part pisses me off because they were like, hey, if you want to like learn how to go somewhere, you can be like, hey, navigate me over to Kakariko Village. And it'll be like, okay, cool. I'm going to provide you voice navigation for how to get there. They added sat nav. It's crazy. Turn left here on your horse. Fight that bokoblin, dumbass.
I think that's dumb, adding GPS fucking navigation to
That's where the only cool thing about this is that you can share builds with people. It's not very useful, but it's useful enough.
I could see people on like Reddit or Twitter just being like, try my stupid dick mobile.
Well, especially like right when the game came out, for 2 months, you wouldn't know because you didn't play. For 2 months, all of like Zelda Reddit was just like, oh, let's look, this is the new hover bike design. This one uses even less battery and gets you there as fast, and you have less components, and well, you got to put this like that, and well, I tried a new hover bike design. It was all hover bikes.
Yeah. I kind of like that these Switch 2 games are like the old Switch 1 games enhanced. But man, am I gonna buy Kirby Forgotten Land again? I already have it on the Switch. Like,
you got to buy an upgrade pack, is what it sounds like.
Okay, so if I have the game, you just buy the DLC upgrade.
Yeah, I think so.
I hope it's not expensive.
Yeah, I hope not too, because I swear to you, if they're like, oh yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to be $40 to play it again on Switch 2, I'll do it, but I'll be mad.
You know you'll do it. The thing is, if I'm getting Switch 2 and it's going to be looking good, I might bite the bullet and just buy Breath of the Wild, and we'll see if I get Tears of the Kingdom. Because I've never played them. I didn't really have a... I don't know, my sentiment might be the same. I might not have an interest in playing them, but we'll see. Maybe you could let me borrow it with the new game share functionality.
Hell yeah, I will.
What's it called? Metroid Prime looks really good. I think I would probably buy that first before.
I'll also say we talked a lot of shit about Pokemon in the last Direct.
Yeah.
When they showed it off on Switch 2, I was like, okay, I guess it doesn't matter if you optimize your game and make it run good if the hardware just gets better. This, like, it really feels like they're like, yeah, I don't know, like, it's only running at 30 FPS on Switch 1, but, like, who gives a fuck? Fuck Switch 1. Like, it looks fine. It looks like it's running great on Switch 2.
Yeah, I mean, I still have no interest in playing it because...
Me either.
They haven't changed much of the formula, really.
Yeah.
And some of the battles, because like they show them fight that Swablu with the trainer, and then they just walk away. I'm like, is that what it looks like now? That's not like fun.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I don't like that.
There you go. Upgrade pack. It's all upgrade packs, baby.
You're still on the Nintendo website, see if they say the price for it.
How much is a Switch 2 upgrade pack?
For games. Big Jacket. Big Jack. I'm gonna call that guy Big Jack. Big Jack.
Where?
They start... God, this stupid game.
Yeah, this game, I was watching this with my friend Harley, and I was like, wow, this game looks like basically nothing. Like, this looks like somebody put together a tech demo for Switch 2 and was like, this game is like fun enough that we may be able to release it kind of like ARMS, but less personality in it. And I was like, but a bunch of no lifes on the internet are gonna make this their whole shit. Like, oh, of course you gotta have a wheelchair game on fucking Switch 2. Like, that's a bunch of idiots are gonna be screaming about this on the internet for no reason. And I'm not excited about that.
The funny thing is, it isn't a first party game, so it's a new Nintendo IP with just a bunch of like. The characters aren't even like fun, right? They're just costumed people.
Here's the thing. We talked about who won based off of our predictions, and you said this was a new IP, and I think that is stretching the definition of what a new IP is. Like, technically, the Switch 2 demo video game is a new IP, if you're fucking counting that.
You know what? I will. I'll count that. Technically, this is a new IP because it's a first-party Nintendo Switch game, and I know Nintendo's stupid that they're gonna put it out for $90 physical, and no one's gonna buy it. And they're gonna be like, "Why did nobody buy my game?" They're Italian.
I did bad.
Why did anybody buy my game?
I'm looking up upgrade packs, and Nintendo hasn't confirmed anything, but they say it'll probably be $10 to $15, maybe $20.
It'd be like silly if like one of the emotes for the wheelchair game is them getting out of the wheelchair and fucking dancing. Just we're not fucking handicapped. We just Sit in the chair.
We just like playing wheelchair basketball. It's kicks ass.
Yeah, it's extreme wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, they
Here's
did.
all the third parties. They did an Elden Ring.
Yeah, they're doing Elden Ring. Elden Ring looks a lot brighter than I remember it looking.
They probably made it brighter so that way they don't have to like show a lot of like the hardcore graphics of that game.
Yeah, maybe. It also looks like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The Switch 2 edition are included with Nintendo Switch Online and an expansion pack. So
here's the funny thing: when they were showing like third-party games for the Switch 2 and how they're like partnering with Nintendo, every time they showed a game, I was like, they're gonna put a Nintendo costume in here, like for Hades 2.
Yeah.
They're like, now you could dress up fucking, I don't know, Hades or what's her face, in like Luigi and Mario costume. In Elden Ring, you can get the fire flower.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like in Borderlands 2, you get a special Switch 2 exclusive, like, I don't know, clothing options.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish. I don't know if that's going to happen, but like, I mean, they announced Elden Ring, they did Hades 2, now they're talking about Street Fighter 6, which is like interesting.
That's pretty cool. I mean, it's been out for like, what, 2 years?
And there's going to be amiibos, which is like, the crazy thing is that amiibos are still supported. I didn't think that they were going to be.
I just don't know what they'd be used for.
I don't either.
In Street Fighter, maybe it'll be like Smash where they have like you can save your AI fucking level.
Yeah. Then they've got Daemon Ex Machina, which is what this is.
I mean, it looks fine. I don't know if I'll buy it. I need to hear more about it because it kind of looks like Armored Core.
Yeah,
that's what I thought it was. I was like, is this Armored Core?
But yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, and then Split Fiction, sure.
Yeah, Split Fiction.
Football.
Fucking, I hate the Borderlands one because Randy Pitchford's like, Randy Pitchford!
Hey!
Twitch! Like, I don't know. I hate Randy Pitchford's voice. Okay?
Yeah,
I just hate it.
Anytime that Randy Pitchford gets on the screen, I don't think anybody likes it.
That's fair. I just don't like him. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, I heard about this game coming out for like, all the other consoles, and I was like really stoked. They put Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 for sale on like everything, and I bought it on my PS5, so I've been playing it, and it's so fun.
Nice.
And 3, I like 3 and 4. I don't know a lot about 3, like I have that game, but like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, I used to fuck with that game all the fucking time on my PS2. I still have those games. I don't know if I have them on my shelf.
They're somewhere. I do especially like, so they added in a couple of new characters, and they've also added in SpongeBob. I don't know why.
SpongeBob level.
But cool. Sure. Good.
Yeah, okay, so I don't have the game on my shelf, but I do have the game. SpongeBob just makes sense, you know, it's a family game, family marketability, you know. I feel like they did something similar. Like they added a Doom level on Tony Hawk the new 3 and 4. I think so. They give you Doom characters. Hitman is
they announced Hitman, and they also announced that they're going to do a James Bond game, Project 007.
I think that's pretty cool. Fucking get hype up for like not a GoldenEye remake, but like a new 007. Game, which sounds really cool.
Bravely Default.
Oh fuck! I don't like Bravely Default. Like I used to be hyped for it. I still have my Bravely Default Special Edition 3DS game. It's just that, man, if you grind a lot, you get real strong, and then it just devolves into you just hitting the same. You become powerful enough that you just default
constantly, and then you just win.
Yeah, then you just win.
Yeah, there's no consequences for defaulting the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like that kind of defeats the purpose. Like it made me bored. RPGs like that where you could just game the system make me like really bored. I did
here's
the
your
same
boy.
Thing. Final Fantasy. Oh fuck Yakuza!
Yakuza 0 director's cut. God. Even more ramen you can eat. Mangina's here. He's doing stuff.
I love Yakuza 0 is not one of my favorite games, but it is a really good game. seeing it on Switch 2 is great because I beat it last year and it's a good game. I'm currently playing through Yakuza 1 right now. I'm gonna put out a video about it. I got a laptop. Did I tell you I got a laptop?
Yeah, you did.
Laptop? It has a good capture card on it, so I've been playing it at work, capturing footage. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it.
Nice.
Yakuza 0 looks so fun. If I get a Switch 2, I'll probably buy it for it.
Yeah.
When I get a Switch 2, I'm gonna buy it for
it. I must have skipped past old Randy Pitchford, but Randy Pitchford was in there screaming. Nobody liked him.
We didn't even see Final Fantasy VII Remake.
It's not up yet. Final Fantasy VII Remake is toward the middle. But here is where they're talking about, like, I was like, oh shit, we're talking about Zonai shit. We're talking about back in time. Oh, we must be talking about a Warriors game. It's got to be Warriors. And then look, as like this happens, and I'm like, oh shit, you're playing as Zelda. Holy fuck.
They didn't even show Link. Not once.
No, because Link's not here. Like, yeah, Link is not here. Zelda has gone back in time. And so this is a very, very long time ago in Hyrule. There's Minoru. There's going to be a fucking Goron man and a fish man and
I wonder if it's going to be like the first
man.
Warriors where like all the timelines converge and you can just be like all the characters.
Probably not. It's probably going to be more like Age of Calamity where it like I'm wondering if they're going to keep it canon because like they have the possibility to keep it canon. Okay. We know the way that this is supposed to end. This is supposed to end with you imprisoning Ganon, but most everybody dies. That's how this is supposed to end.
Okay. I don't care about the canon of Zelda anymore, right?
Yeah, but that's because you're a little bitch. And so
it used to be fun, but like now it's just like tiring. It dropped off of my list of canon things I don't care about. I'm excited to play this. I'm excited to see what they do because in Age of Calamity, they very clearly were like at the beginning of the game, we're like, yeah, this is like not canon. This is like alternate timeline shit, and you're like, okay, all right, fine. I love alternate timeline, like non-canon stuff, because then they get wacky with it.
Yeah, but I was like, I was hoping for a canon thing, like to set it up and like really make me sad at the end, and it just didn't. Which is fine. Again, it's fine.
I mean, I might play this. It just depends. I haven't played Age of Calamity, so I guess that's on me. I only have Hyrule Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I would say if it's cheap enough, but I don't think it's going to be cheap.
There you go. GameCube announced for the expansion pack, so you can play GameCube classics like Wind Waker, Soul Cal 2.
So here's the thing.
And F-Zero.
They said that you can get the family subscription, and GameCube will be added. I'm real excited for Soul Calibur 2. Mm-hmm. Does that mean that every game that came out on the Switch, like for all the other consoles, are going to be available at launch for Switch 2? Like Nintendo, Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Sega, N64, are all those games going to be available at launch?
I'm betting so, yeah.
I mean, that's fair. I wonder what games for the GameCube are going to be available at launch besides Wind Waker, F-Zero, Soul Calibur, and I think they said one more, but I don't remember. Hyrule, yeah, all the Pokemons, the Fire Emblems, Strikers, Chibi-Robo.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool, dude. Everyone who didn't get to play fucking the Pokemon GameCube games are in for a treat because those games are really good.
Yeah,
and they get to play them on the membership. Also, you get to play Luigi's Mansion, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. Which is really weird because aren't they saying they're gonna remake it or did they just remake it?
I don't know. Because I feel like we just got new Luigi's Mansion shit, but I don't know. Let me look at that. Luigi's Mansion remake.
Yeah.
Nope. No remake.
I mean, pleasantly surprised. Like, I'm thinking of GameCube games like that they could add, and I'm coming up like kind of at a blank other than what they showed. Like, are they gonna put out Paper Mario again? Not the HD remake. They're gonna put the original Paper Mario on there.
Mm-hmm.
They could put the Super Mario Sluggers. Ooh, and because there's multiplayer functionality, put on fucking Mario Kart Double Dash. Okay. Like GameCube games. What am I guess Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2 episode. If they could, because like that's Sega and they're like really good friends with Sega, so they could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, can you think of anything? Smash Brothers Melee. Ooh.
Yeah, Melee could be good. F-Zero's interesting. This is cool. They're putting out all of Deltarune, which I still haven't played. I would like to play, so maybe I'll play it on Switch too.
Everyone was going crazy on Twitter. I was watching earlier that they announced fucking Silk Song was coming out this year.
Yeah.
And they announced it here on the fucking Switch Direct.
And they didn't even give it its own time. It wasn't like, hey, like, this is a highly anticipated game. It was like, oh, here's some other games that are coming out. And it was fucking in the middle of it. Like,
yeah, it was in the sizzle reel.
What a terrible.
Yeah, terrible. But everyone's like, they fucking announced Silk Song, and didn't even get its own trailer. I was watching, I was like looking on Twitter. I was like, what the fuck?
There it is. There's
Like,
Randy, fucking shitter.
Randy Bitchford, more
yeah.
like. God, the only cool thing they showed on
suit.
this is that they have flying.
Yeah, flying vehicles. That's pretty cool.
Flying vehicles.
Grappling hook,
sick.
good.
Flying vehicles is something like that I've been asking for like a long time. I was hoping they'd do it in 3, but they didn't.
We'll see.
Which, if they added flying vehicles, that means that I guess the biomes or the play areas are going to be pretty big, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Since you can just fly anywhere you want. Don't care about Civ.
Yeah, Civ 7.
Don't care about 2K games.
WWE.
Anyone that's playing fucking Madden or like wrestling or like any sports game, they're not doing it on the Switch.
Yeah, like it's interesting that it's coming out. This game actually right here. This is where the video paused, but the audio kept going, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Stop moving on!"
This is kind of like generic trash to me. No offense to this game. This is some fucking generic ass trash.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this game is.
It's called like Survival Kids.
Okay. Survival Kids, you're right. Available on launch.
I mean, it looks basic. I don't fucking fuck with it.
You're basic.
I am basic. Enter the Gungeon looks really fun.
Yeah.
I really like the first game, the sequel being in like 3D, but like still over the isometric.
Yeah.
That's really cool. This was like a work in progress trailer.
Yeah.
I'm real interested to see and like how it all like turns out.
Yeah. Gungeon is one of those games where the fans are rabid, and the thing is, if Switch 2 really does offer the same sort of performance around PlayStation 4 Pro, so like an early PS5 game, then like it's kind of a no-brainer, because the ability to take your game with you is very powerful.
Yeah, especially because like they said, even in handheld mode, you lose some of the fidelity, but it'll still look really good.
Yeah.
That's pretty big. It'll like offset the need for like having to have like a Steam Deck. I mean, Steam Deck does a lot more, but if you're just like looking for games and like genre specific games, Switch 2 would probably be the way to go, right? And not have to like spend so much, like, because it comes with like games that you can play in big screen mode and in handheld mode.
Yeah,
you don't have to like separately buy a dock or whatever. Hey,
Yeah, like, and they've got some bigger titles that to me is sort of them trying to say like, hey, we can do what the big boys do. Like, we can run Cyberpunk. We could run Cyberpunk. We could run Final Fantasy VII Remake. Fucking dare us to.
Yeah, I don't even think they have to leave anything out. They just probably have to run it a little bit like I said earlier, like PS5, PS4 Pro.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just basically running it at like PS4 efficiency.
Yep.
Right? So they're not like losing anything. It's still gonna look really good.
Yeah,
and even when, well, go ahead.
I'm like, that does make me, considering that does make me be like, oh man, do you think that they've got to put Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on it too, but maybe they're having trouble with it because they did not announce it.
Well, maybe they put this one out first because like maybe Square Enix just got the Switch 2, what's it called?
Like dev kit?
Yeah, the dev kit. So they immediately tried it with Final Fantasy VII Remake just to see how it would, and they put it out, and they're gonna give it like, I don't know, 6 months to let people get a hold of it and see if there's like if it's working correctly. That way they can fix stuff in post, and then learn from the mistakes, and then put out Rebirth later this year.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense to me.
Could be.
I think it's cool. I even said when I was first watching this in Discord, I was like, when they showed Remake, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna have to buy Final Fantasy VII Remake again?
Yeah.
Because, fuck. So I could put it on my laptop, and I could take it that way, but like, I want it on my Switch.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if I go on like a trip, I can't take my laptop anywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
I can take my laptop anywhere, but
right here, this is where they start being like, "Hey, here's some third-party games that like are going to be coming out. Hey, here's Silksong. Just I know that like you guys have been going insane. That was it. That was it for Silksong.
That's the game. That's the game you've been waiting years for.
Like, imagine if they did that shit with Kingdom Hearts. They were just like, oh yeah, and Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming. Sorry, what?
Dude, they were like, it's coming next week, and then they just show like Sora. They just show her walk through a door, right?
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just Sora walking.
Wait, was it you or someone in the Discord that said that they were doing Kingdom Hearts something, right?
I don't know. For Switch?
I don't know. For Switch. I thought they were going to announce something for the Nintendo Direct. Like, they were going to...
Oh, I did see that they, like... Nomura talked about the Palpu fruit for no fucking reason, but that's it.
Okay, I was playing Rivals last night, so I was, like, half paying attention to Discord.
Okay.
I saw it, like, from the corner of my eye, because I had Discord open. And I was just like, at the Direct, they're going to do something with Kingdom Hearts? And then, like, my phone went off, and I was like... I guess I'll just wait and see, and then I never went open Discord again.
Yeah, no. For the anniversary, they asked him like something about the Palpu fruit, and he was like, "Oh, do you mean like Paradise of Pure or Paradise of something?" It's just stupid. It's just stupid nonsense. Nomura fried his brain 15 years ago, and what happens with Kingdom Hearts afterward is just his like fever dreams. I will say, thank you for giving Layton just a little time. Just a little time is all I wanted for Layton.
His boy Ward is all grown up.
Yeah, Luke, he's there.
Yeah. I like this little sizzle reel because like I feel like for the Switch one when it came out, like they didn't they showed like some launch titles, but we didn't know like a lot of things that were like happening on it.
Yeah.
And with the Switch 2, they're like, yeah, we can handle just about anything now. And like I hope you're fucking excited. And then this trailer came out, I was like, is this Bloodborne 2?
Well, okay, so when this trailer first started, I was like, is this Castlevania? Are they doing like a big ass like free roam Castlevania game? because like this does kind of look like Symphony of the Night, because you've got like a bunch of different characters. You're like, there's a whole like blood angle. They keep talking about blood, and you're like, okay, cool, sure. And then like this, like it also is like, hey, this is a From Software game, dipshit, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's From Soft. Beans. Get, you're knocking my camera over.
Yeah, beans.
Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner.
Go to your room.
Big idiot. You big idiot. God damn it. Don't look at me in two different directions, you big idiot. Sorry.
Pugs.
Sorry. Pugs. Yeah, can't live with them, can't live without them. Go back to that frog.
Go back to the frog with the big tits, he says.
Yeah,
cool,
that's
yeah.
what I was gonna like fucking. I was like, this game has everything. It has big titty frog and dual machine guns.
Yeah, big titty frog. Do be big titty and.
I thought this was Bloodborne 2. But
yeah, I thought they were gonna do it. But this also just reminds me. This is very similar to Demon Souls came out. A bunch of people really liked it. Sony was like, yeah, I don't want to do anything with this IP. And then they came out with Dark Souls. Very similar. Sony got Bloodborne produced as an exclusive for PlayStation. And then they were like, I don't want to do anything with this. And FromSoft was like, fine, we'll fucking make Dust Blood. Whatever. Fuck.
You get to be a T-Rex in this game. You get to be a vampire. So, I heard, I don't know if you could look this up, but is Duskblood Switch 2 exclusive? I heard that that's what it was.
Yes, it is.
That means that it's not a new IP.
It is a new IP.
Oh, so it's a new Nintendo IP?
No, it's a new FromSoft IP that is exclusive to the console.
I don't know. I was hoping. And then they show cute girl rat at the end with her fucking come fuck me eyes.
God, you're so weird.
Oh, I mean, she was laying seductively. Don't blame
No,
me.
she was just laying there like a rat with a wing. It's fine.
Look at what she was wearing. She was asking for it.
Ugh, please to God, don't say that. Like when this trailer started, I was like, okay, that's like a Kirby star, I think. And then I was like, maybe this is fucking Super Mario RPG 2. No, never mind. There's Kirby. All right, maybe it's Smash. Smash.
Yeah, when I first saw this, I thought it was Smash. I was like, go Smash! Actually, the first thought in my head, I was like, oh, it's a new 3D Kirby again. I was like, right off the bat, I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Let's fucking get it.
Then it started zooming in, and then the fucking, like, a jet turbine comes out the back, and I went, no fucking way is it Air Ride.
It is. It is Air Ride, and fucking, they were like, hell yeah. I fear with all this high fidelity and these new rockets on the star, it's gonna burn up Kirby's Kerbussy.
God, why did you just suddenly turn this into a disgusting fest? Please stop.
Because it got in my head, so I had to. Sorry. Kirby's Air Ride.
Kirby Air Riders.
Ooh, Air Rider with the Z?
Director Masahiro Sakurai, which, again, I do have to ask, does he know? Does he know that he's directing this? Because, again, for Switch, they were like, we're going to have a new Smash Brothers. We promise. Sakurai's going to do it. And Sakurai was like, I didn't know that was happening until, like, the day of. So...
You go on Twitter right now. He's like, "What the fuck? Not again!
What? No, stop! I was gonna retire.
I'm tired." He's just crying in his house. Just oh. I think this is cool. I think Kirby Air Riders is cool.
Great.
Would I buy it?
No.
I didn't. I won't because I didn't even buy the first one.
No.
I don't see the need for a Kirby specific racing game.
Yeah, frankly, I have Mario Kart. I don't need it.
It's a million times like more better. I mean, I'm granted Kirby Air Riders is like super polished and it's gonna be fun. I won't buy it though. But
So-
here's the real fucking meat and potatoes.
Yeah, this started coming. This trailer starts, and I was like trying to pick out a bunch of beautiful environments. I couldn't pick out anything specific. I saw the minecart, and I was like, something. I feel like that's something.
I was like, this looks stupid. I was like, what are these things? Like the little creatures? Not
And
the
then
monsters, like the
then
creatures.
my boy busts through the wall in silhouette, and I was like, oh shit, are they fucking really doing a Danky Kang? And
Dude.
I'll be goddamn shitting myself. Yeah, they are.
He looks a lot like the fucking the Mario movie Donkey Kong, but like more expressive. And I noticed that he's wearing pants the whole time. The entire game, he is wearing pants.
He needs pants.
This game to me is like Super Mario Odyssey in that it's Donkey Kong.
Yes.
Odyssey, right?
Yep. That's what it is.
You get a whole lot of mobility options. A whole like, and to differentiate it from Mario, there is more combat, right? It's combat oriented. You're obviously collecting gold. I think it's like mining themed. You have a new little buddy with that purple thing on your back.
Yep.
You're on a new island because you like. I guess you're in like on DK Island, but you're like
maybe it's been taken over by something.
Yeah, you're collecting gold and fighting gem themed enemies, right?
Yeah, it's called Ingot Isle. So
yeah,
I mean,
and
mining.
the subtitle for this game is called Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah,
and everything looks super good.
Yeah.
This girl monkey too that they're gonna show. This like sexy girl monkey. I as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. People on Twitter are gonna have a fucking field day.
You are already having a field day and nothing has even happened.
I'm not having a field day. I just know that some of the artists that I follow are gonna draw pictures of them. I mean, I'm not doing anything.
This, they also are choosing to do sort of like an older Donkey Kong, like Jumpman Donkey Kong, like original, like dark circles around the eyes kind of thing. But like the fact that he's super expressive and he's like making faces and emoting a lot is like really good. I appreciate that a lot.
I like that they didn't feel the need to hold back. Like he's goofy, he's expressive.
Yeah,
like he's showing like his cool like fucking anger faces, his like weird like goofy smirks, and he's like super emotive. And this is like such a good move for Nintendo, instead of like just putting another by the numbers and then like Donkey Kong side, like 2D side scroller or 3D side scroller. Like this is Super Mario Odyssey, right?
Yep.
No, not Odyssey. Wonder. This is like Super Mario Wonder levels of Donkey Kong, right? You get a whole new Mario model. He's like super expressive, like weird things are happening. Like I like the move that Nintendo is doing with their mascot characters, that they're letting them be fun again.
Yeah.
They're not like they're not afraid. Like for the longest time, Nintendo's like, we can't show Mario being like weird and goofy, like in normal games, only in like side content. We can't show them doing this.
And like,
but like,
how much have people been asking? Like they've been begging. They're like, let Mario take a shit on camera. Like that's all I want to see. And Nintendo just keeps saying no. But now here we are.
They just don't let me see it. He's a plumber.
I've never seen him wipe his ass. Okay?
Does he have a butthole? I have to know. DK Bonanza is such a breath of fresh air.
Yes. Yeah.
Because we haven't had an open world Donkey Kong 3D game since the Nintendo 64.
Yes. Yep.
And with the combat and the mobility and like the exploration that they showed in the trailer, it looks so fun.
Yeah.
Like that's a day one purchase for me.
Yeah, definitely. I like the combat looks cool. The fact that you can like destroy the environment and punch shit is like awesome. Yeah, I really like, and you know that if they tried to put this on Switch 1, it would run like garbage, because of how many like particle effects and how much shit they have to keep track of. Like, so I'm happy with this. It comes out less than a month after the console comes out, so like obviously that's like a day one pre-order for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's great. I'm really pumped to to play this.
And that's really cool too, because like we're not gonna have to wait a long time in between games.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're gonna get the console, we're gonna get Mario Kart, right? And that's gonna take up a lot of our time, like playing Switch for whatever little time we have.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be playing Mario Kart, we're gonna be exploring, we're gonna be playing like those games. And then like, you know, probably fill in the void by playing like something on the Nintendo fucking Game Pass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They have the GameCube stuff, and then like in less than a month you play the Donkey Kong, and I'm gonna spend like 100 hours playing that game.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Prime 4 is supposed to come out this year as well. So like the games that you can look forward to this year on Switch, like I'm on Switch 2, Dusk Blood's release date. I wonder if they said when it was coming out. Oh, it's next year. Okay. So
are you gonna get that game or no?
It depends. If it has multiplayer and enough people that are in our friend group have it, I will give it a try.
I think they do have multiplayer, because in one of the shots in Dusk Blood, they show the guy summoning like a teammate.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't look like a teammate like Elden Ring. It looked like
an actual one.
Yeah. So I think I'll buy it. I'm not good at Soulsborne games, but I think it'll be fun to just play.
Yeah.
Especially like with guns.
Mm-hmm. For this year, we've got Donkey Kong Bonanza. We've got Mario Kart World. We have Metroid Prime 4. That's and fucking Hyrule Warriors. Those are the 4 games that I'm most looking forward to this year on Switch 2. I will probably end up getting all of them.
Well, for sure get 2 of them. No, I might get Metroid Prime 4, so I'll get at least 3 of them.
You should definitely get Prime 4.
I'm on the fence about Hyrule Warriors, because I haven't played Age of Calamity, and I don't care about the canon. The canon Ganon.
Oh, it wouldn't matter about Age of Calamity. The game that you would have to play is Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, well then I probably won't get it because I haven't played it.
But I will say, so spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom, although it doesn't matter. The beginning of the game is you as Link and Zelda going down into a big crypt and finding dehydrated Ganon, and then Zelda grabs a special rock and then disappears. And this game takes place right when that happened. So you could literally watch the first 20 minutes of the game and you'd be all caught up.
All right. I mean, that's fine. That's fair. People have been telling me that, or I heard this from several people, not online, like just friends, that Split Fiction looks like it's going to be a contender for Game of the Year.
Oh, really?
How fun it is, and with like the puzzles and stuff, and you know, I'm inclined to believe them. It looks fun.
Yeah. I watched Sea Dog and Iron Mouse play it a little bit a couple days ago.
I want to buy it. I want to play it with somebody. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say my pick for Game of the Year would be Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Man, okay. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Prime 4.
Yeah, I think realistically it'll be Prime 4.
Mm-hmm. If we're restricting to just Nintendo titles, because the other thing that's coming out this year that is looming quite large is fucking Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, that's okay. Never mind. That's gonna win Game of the Year.
Probably.
But personally, in my heart of hearts, it's Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, for me.
For me personally, and I think when does the Game Awards happen? Do you know?
Game Awards usually happens at the end of the year.
Yeah, but like where in December?
Like November, yeah.
November.
Game Awards
So
2024. Yeah, December 12th is whenever it was.
So, if GTA 6 is out by then yeah, it gets Game of the Year.
Yes.
But if it's not, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
I don't know if there's been any games this year that I hold in high esteem right now.
So far that have come out, I don't know. Ghost of Yotei is coming out this year. Doom the Dark Ages is coming out. That's going to be fucking killer.
Yeah, gonna be
Death Stranding 2 is going to be great for all the like cryptic perverts out there.
Dead Stranding poo.
Yeah, Borderlands 4, Borderlands Horror.
Borderlands. How dare you?
Elden Ring Night Rain, Dynasty Warriors Origins, Split Fiction came out, Civ 7 for people that are like that. Yeah, those are sort of the biggest ones that are coming out this year, I think, that are like non-Nintendo.
I think with Nintendo Switch 2 coming out, it's gonna like, I'm not saying it's gonna change the landscape, but I think it's gonna like really put Nintendo into a higher regard with the types of games that they're announcing and putting out, right?
Yes.
I think people will start looking at them maybe a bit more serious, but like not really, because they're putting out family games, and I don't know if that'll still open eyes to people being like, well, this game's like Game of the Year, like this is a must play, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I also am wondering, like, because again, we're in the middle of the lifetime of the PlayStation 5. So PlayStation 5 is still going to be around for another 3 to 5 years. And that's enough time that it's completely possible that like AAA titles are going to be coming out on both consoles simultaneously, and they're going to look like similar enough that you could have a shot at like picking a Switch 2 over a PlayStation 5 if you're like, well, portability is better than 4K or whatever. I think it's possible that you could do that. I think what Sony is going to have to do, especially if this starts to take off, is Sony is going to have to come out with a console, and they're going to have to do what they always do, which is focus on graphics, focus on performance, focus on like, you know, killer features where it's like, oh yeah, AI is built in and it does this shit or whatever. Like obviously Nintendo could always just be like, hey, I'm going to release a new console and everybody's going to buy it because you want to buy it. You want to play the new Zelda and the new Mario and the new Metroid and the new Star Fox. Like that's all they have to do.
Yeah.
So
I think I even think that PlayStation doesn't even have to. They don't have to focus on graphics and stuff. They just have to focus on fun games, right? Just on more fun games, because like we only look at the big releases for PlayStation, like your fucking Final Fantasies and like your GTAs, which is coming to everything. But like, what's there that you're gonna play that's gonna be like just a fun pickup game, like Nintendo's doing? Like they have serious titles, but then they have those games that you just pick up and play for like an hour.
The thing
like
is,
Mario Kart.
That has never worked out for Sony so far. Like they tried to come up with a Smash style game, didn't work. They tried to come out with a kart style game, it didn't work.
I think they went about it the wrong way.
I think so too. Like they came out finally with a platformer that everybody loves. Astro Bot was Game of the Year, right? Like that kicked ass. There's something about the formula that Astrobot was using that's different than the other ones. It doesn't seem like as much of a cash grab. Seems more sincere, and gamers like it.
It was just fun, right? It was fun. It was cute. It celebrated Nintendo, and it was like solid, right? Solid controls, solid gameplay loop. And it just you start it, and then you just go out and beat it, and that's it. You don't have to worry about having to buy like stuff that'll like microtransaction costumes. It's all in the game. If you want a costume in the game that you want Astrobot to wear, you just have to play the game and unlock it. You don't have to pay for it. Nothing. They're not hiding anything.
Yeah.
And the thing with Sony with their kart racer, they could have had Mon Nation Racing be big, but like, don't have it to where you can like have an avatar that you can customize or whatever. Have a race builder, but like, don't leave it up to the customer to do it. Have the features for us to do it, but also build something to give us, like build these big kart set pieces and have us play like your Nintendo IP characters. Like, let us be Ratchet and Clank, let us be Jack and Daxter or Drake or Sweet Tooth and our fucking the guy from Ape Escape, Spike. Let us pick these characters.
But, Drake from fucking Uncharted. Why not?
Build a game and then have these features be on the side. Don't let that be the main sell, because that's nothing, right?
True.
What are people going to get attached to? They're not going to get attached to just a game where you have to build your own fun. I mean, that could work, but that's not what Nintendo is. That's not how Mario Kart is.
Yeah.
You have all these fun IPs that you get to be as, and you got all these cool courses, and they're doing cool features. You gotta put it all together. And the same thing with their platform fighter that could have been really good for Smash, because they have all these
All-Stars Brawl
characters.
Yeah.
They didn't even put in like half the roster that fucking. They didn't put in half the roster that Mario Kart had. They just had like, I don't know, 20 people, and they weren't even that big. They didn't put in like Cloud or any of their other like Sony products. They put fucking Fat Princess in there from fucking Fat Princess, and in the gameplay, while it was good, like fighting people, like it was fun, but they didn't let you do stage knockdowns. They didn't they didn't have like a meter to build. The way it wasn't fun for kids to play. It was more of like, this is like tournament style, because they modeled it after you have to build up a meter to knock out your opponent stocks, and that's not fun when you're fighting someone just to build up a meter, and then it turns into who gets a meter first.
Yep.
It just, they went about it the wrong way. They had it all there, but they didn't work on it. They didn't see it. They're like, well, it didn't work. I guess we're not going to try again. Nobody wants this. They just didn't see that they didn't do it right.
Yeah.
And I guess they're trying to differentiate themselves. They're like, we're not fucking Smash. This is how we do it. We're more serious.
Yeah. Well, I think the easiest way that they can differentiate themselves from Nintendo is being able to run higher power games, because that's what developers are currently incentivized to make. And I think that's going to continue to be a differentiating factor. I think the Switch 2 is going to close that gap by quite a bit, but I think Sony is still going to have the edge. And whenever Sony comes out with PlayStation 6, then they're going to be ahead again in that particular race. But I think that the Switch 2 is a honest, like, is a good sequel to the Switch. It's not as revolutionary as the difference between the Wii U and the Switch, and it's not as revolutionary a difference as the GameCube to the Switch to the Wii, but it's still a large enough shift that has enough good features that are like quality of life, like user friendly shit, that I think this is going to be a pretty good entry. It means that there's no point in buying a Switch now. There just isn't. So that's cool. So I guess starting about like middle of this year, like, you know, or like next year, used Switches are going to be like $50.
For sure. Which would be a good like present to get like a like 3 or 5 year old. You're like, here's a Switch 1, and I'll see how you like fucking handle that playing that games. And if you're good with taking care of it, you'll go to Switch 2.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, with the Switch 2 coming out, it really gave me a lot of goodwill in Nintendo.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're like, the only gimmick in the Switch 2 was the mouse mode.
The mouse, yeah.
And that wasn't even like the focal point of the Switch, right? Like they're not like this. Everything on the Switch 2 is built around the mouse.
Yeah, it's all mouse, baby.
It's all mouse. Like if that was the case, I wouldn't be as excited. But because they built it around getting better hardware and making the games like look more fun, it kind of made me kind of believe in Nintendo again. Like they could actually be a contender more than Xbox already. I already know.
Oh, for sure.
For sure, because Xbox is already like to me getting phased out. But Nintendo, they're back in the console race. Like I'm not saying that like their hardware is going to be top of the line and going to compete with like PS5 games.
Yeah.
But I think in fun and portability and just like fun games again, I think they're really like a competing factor of like, well, should I get the PS5 or should I get the Switch 2?
Yeah.
They're about the same price. What do I want to play more? What does this have? What does that have?
Yeah, and right? Switch 2 has a much larger library than PlayStation 5 does now. To me, Switch always like Nintendo is always running its own race, and like rarely competing with the other console makers out there. But this is like being able to appeal to AAA game developers and have them like bring out their new games on the console, pretty like without many compromises, or like maybe not without many compromises, but like, you know, having enough power that like it's possible to do it means that it's one extra sort of like mark in the column of like, well, it's got this game, well, it's got, you know, like the new Dark Souls is going to come out on it. Like it's a reasonable thing now. If you were to tell me like, oh yeah, Elden Ring coming out on Switch, I would be like, I don't know about that, but now it's like, okay, all right, like you Switch 2 can handle it, I guess. So
yeah. Here's another thing, like fucking Switch 2 now that it can. I think that the like don't quote me on this, but I think the success of the Switch 2 has to be in part with some of the fresh blood they're bringing in, right? Because if this was just left to the old heads, Masahiro Sakurai, and like all their like people that have been in charge for the past I don't know how long, it probably would have been about a gimmick. It would have been about some kind of gimmick. But I think the younger generation that it's in Nintendo, the 3 specifically that they showed the director, the producer, and the technical guy, I think they were just like, listen, like they probably were in a meeting and they were like, listen, the Switch 2 is only seen as like a children's console and like a gimmick thing. And I know y'all are pushing like fun, like expansive games, but we can't do that if we don't focus on hardware first. And I think that has part to do with the younger people innovating like for Nintendo. And I see that as a win. Like sometimes getting like a fresh take is always good, like, but not like all the time. Like there can't be too many cooks in the kitchen. They've probably been like these Nintendo guys have probably the young people have probably been working for them for a while, but like they haven't like been up to bat, and then they put them up to bat, and then they got their opinion and they worked with it, and then it really worked out for them. And I think that's really good for Nintendo. They can have their gimmicks on their console, but I don't think they should put their gimmicks out first. I think it should always be hardware first, because then that'll let them open up to making better first party titles, and then while also giving goodwill to gamers that they can run other things like these other AAA titles that are like multi-console on the Switch 2. May not like run as good, but you could play it on the Switch and you won't have to sacrifice having to buy 2 different consoles. You could just have it on one. Yeah.
Yep. I'm right there with you. I'm excited for this to come out. I think Nintendo is doing a pretty good job. I think like overall this is an A tier release. There's things they could have done that would have made it an S tier, but like honestly, I'm way more happy than I am disappointed. Pre-orders come out in 1 week from today, April 9th. So I'll be getting ready for that. The release price of the console by itself is $449. With Mario Kart, it's $500.
That's pretty fair to me.
It seems good to me. So that's I'm excited. And we are.
You know what? I know we're already done, but I haven't been like excited for a console release in a long time.
That's because the console hasn't released in a long time. Fee.
Yeah, but like even before that, like I wasn't really excited for PS5. Like nothing really brought me onto that, but like Nintendo really got me on the hype train again.
Yeah, because basically PlayStation 5, every time it comes out, they're like, great, we're going to tell you all about the PlayStation 5. It's better than the PlayStation 4. It's got, look at the graphics, and it can output in 4K, and the colors are better. And you're like, okay. And they're like, the controller has a speaker in it.
Yeah.
It's got a speaker in it. It's good.
I'm excited for when they announce games on the PlayStation, but like Nintendo Switch, I'm excited for the hardware, and they always release it alongside for the game with the game, and their games are always more different than anything else. So I'm always excited for that too. So I mean, I'm tired of waxing poetic.
Yeah, we if you are watching live, congratulations, you're a winner. You're watching us at twitch.tv/GoGetUsPod. We go live anywhere between 0 and 2 times a week. If you want to catch the audio version of the podcast with slightly better quality, you can listen to it on every Wednesday. Releases around 3 a.m. and Pacific time. That way you can listen to it on your way to work. You can also catch the VOD that gets uploaded on our YouTube the same day. Comes out around noon Pacific time. That is released every Wednesday as well. And if long form content is not your thing, we got shorts that are bangers. We just uploaded one right before we started this, so please go take a look at those. They kick all of the ass.
Let's Go Get Us podcast on YouTube, on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram,
on YouTube,
on YouTube too.
YouTube with it too. Get it?
With the two. Go check us all out. We're all there. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to get your old Nintendo Switches, right? I want you to convert it into a blunt weapon. And I want you to march over to the Xbox headquarters and beat them over the heads with the Switches. And who's the CEO of Xbox?
Is it Phil Spencer right now?
Phil Spencer. And when Phil Spencer comes out and he's like, "What's all the hullabaloo?" I want y'all to circle around him with your Switches in hand and say, "This is how you make a console." And when he runs in fear of innovation, I want you to go get him.
Go get him! Don't actually do that. We don't want you to hurt anybody.
Don't hurt anybody. Like I've said it again. I've said it before, and I've said it again. These are all fun hypotheticals.
It's all fun and games here, just like the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch, occasionally, we skipped it, but you couldn't hear it in the audio. It will whisper to you, "Go commit crimes." It'll say that at nighttime every once in a while. Keep you on your toes.
But remember, it's always satire.
It's always satire. It's always in Minecraft. It's all fun. It's all fun.
It's all fun and games. I wouldn't want you to hurt anybody. I don't want you to commit heinous crimes.
Not heinous ones.
Not heinous at all. Petty crimes, maybe.
Maybe.
Not
heinous. Come on. Heinous rhymes with anus. Why would I want that?
And you don't want anus. Maybe.
Bye.